Hi, everybody. Welcome to today's reading. We're going to be looking at what you need to hear right now. So let's go ahead and get started. This is pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. Okay, pile number 1. I think you've maybe been a little bit of a solo act for a while. I think that you are maybe trying to find the people that are your crowd, the people that see your vision, and let's see what the cards have to say to have a more concrete message here. Yeah, I think that the one thing that I'm hearing immediately is the need for you to have more balance when it comes to how you sort of filter your message to others. Sometimes we hear, of course, the cliche of it's not what you say, it's how you say it. And sometimes you may need to have a little bit more of empathy, is what I'm hearing, toward some of the conversations that you have and some of the people that you maybe alienate by yourself just because you don't have the compassion that we see here in the cards. I think that there's maybe some times where you maybe come off a little bit harsher than you meant to. And trust me, I've had that problem in my life many years, so I totally get where you're coming from, but it doesn't mean that people have to get used to maybe your style of delivery. Sometimes you do have to sort of see where the other person is, kind of mirror them in a sense, especially if it's a message that you need them to receive well, so that you don't impose your opinions on others, or you don't impose your energy and how you like people to speak to you on others, but rather you adjust to them. So let's see what other messages we have here. Love, shine, and decide. Yes, and I think that there's really sometimes a lot of things that you maybe are kind of wishy-washy about when it comes to letting people see the vulnerable side of you. I think maybe sometimes you like to come off as though you have it all under control. Maybe you grew up in a home where you had to prove yourself a lot, or maybe once you enter the workplace, nobody believed you, or maybe let's say I'm hearing somebody's really attractive, and then they have to keep proving themselves that they're not just a pretty face. Something like that you've experienced that kind of made you go, okay, I know how to prove my worth. Maybe it's ending in the sense that maybe you can now accept the respect that people are giving you, and being able to have the energy that they're happy to be around. Because sometimes it may be that you're used to a certain style of people, but maybe as you get older, as you're crossing into new paths, as you're meeting new people, networking more, you're seeing that it's a different crowd. And if you want to have promoters, people that support you, you may have to come from more of a place of love rather than a place of rigidness. Let's see here what advice we have from the cards. There are talents or resources that are either squandered or not taken advantage of. So yeah, I think with the alienation of yourself, you're maybe not letting people see more of the authentic self that you are. And I think that sometimes you may be discrediting others as far as the level of enthusiasm that they could be in your life. I'm not saying you need a cheerleader, but sometimes the solitude might get depressing. The solitude might turn to actual sorrow, and lingering sorrow is not a good cycle to be in, because you only go lower, which I guess would be depression. So don't stay in the sort of mean attitude that maybe you've had recently. Try to change your heart. Try to see people's sides a little bit better. Yeah, sometimes you're going to have to, accept people are not perfect, but neither are we. So, we have to be able to also cut some slack sometimes if it's not, a pattern, or if it's something that at least you're ending, but you offer forgiveness. That is going to be the biggest message for you. And I hope that this message resonated with you. Please let me know in the comments if it did, which pile you picked. And also, please subscribe to my channel. Thank you. Pile number 2, welcome. This is the pile with the two Santa Muertes. I see that for you, there is maybe just a love message or something that has to do with your partnership with somebody else that is pending and maybe keeping you awake in your mind. Hell, may you feel the ocean's caress. Beautiful. We have the Queen of Pentacles reversed, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Chariot reversed. So I think that there have been maybe times where you have been so chaotic that people have turned away from you, or you have been so prosperous that people in jealousy turned away from you. It's time for you to be moving toward a connection that you know is actually going to be the beautiful energy that you deserve. I'm seeing, for example, somebody being loved, hugged, like the card here says, held, being able to have sort of someone embrace you in a way that you have been timid to allow. Let me see here with the Three of Pentacles and reverse. And we have the Queen of Pentacles reverse and the Four of Pentacles reverse. Wow. Yeah, you've had to really be a little bit cutthroat with people. I think that maybe in some of your projects, it has been more of a tendency for you to be successful but alone. And we hear, it's lonely at the top, but you maybe among the, the people at the top, the people that are alone, have somebody that can be either a guide or can be a force that takes you to the next level or embraces you. I'm seeing here with the card of the Oracle deck for Santa Muerte, this masculine energy that maybe it could be that you are finding somebody compatible that's a male figure. It doesn't have to be a woman or a man, but just that has a masculine energy, or maybe like a paternal figure that you could look up to for wisdom that actually has either done what you're trying to begin and can give you wisdom in that sense, or can be your support system as you move up the ladder, as you head toward new beginnings, and as you become the best version of yourself. So let's see a couple of more cards here. And yes, I think that there's gonna be always some losses, some things that you lament about how you got there, but don't feel any type of sort of survivor's guilt or having the imposter syndrome type of symptoms, because those feelings are not going to be appropriate for where you are. You have to actually give yourself the pat in the back for what you've accomplished. And again, it may be that you're lonely. It may be that you're not by choice alone in this successful path, but just know that those around you, and specifically one person, can be sort of the deciding factor of whether you have a gracious path or whether you're celebrating in solitude. So if this message resonated, please let me know in the comments. Also, please subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much. Pile number 3, we have the 3 Santa Muertes here. And this really, for me, is symbolizing right now the sort of joyful energy that's surrounding you, that you're surrounding yourself with, whether it be an actual group of people or whether it be just you finding enjoyment in life again. I think that you're in a beautiful energy to move with a jovial pace toward your next endeavor. Let's see what the cards have to say. Resilient, may your soul weather the storms. King of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles, and the Ace of Wands. Yes, something that you have been working toward alone and with a certain structure is being finally celebrated by others, is being finally showing your true colors, which turn out to be beautiful colors, to others. So in a way that people are going to they're going to begin to respect you. So be very friendly in your approaches with the energy you provide, because you're actually able to really have a genuine smile for the first time in a while, is what I'm hearing. And I see that with the King of Pentacles here, you may have had to sort of work with whatever cards were dealt to you. Maybe some circumstances have been less than coveted by others. If they were in your same position, maybe they would have failed, but you have been getting yourself back up, putting in the hard work, and it's actually been a very admirable experience that now you get to reap the benefits of. So let's see a couple of more cards here with the Oracle deck. Accept, beauty, and believe. Yes, I think that it's sometimes hard for you to sort of take a deep breath and reflect on everything that you've accomplished. But now is really the time that this Spirit wants to let you know you are able to kick your feet up and be proud of yourself, proud of your accomplishments. I think that if you have a lot of energy that's going to be, maybe needs to be allocated in a new beginning, you have the right methods to get it prioritized exactly as you need to and accomplish exactly what goals you need. Let's take a look at a couple more cards here and see if anything is left for you regarding what you need to hear right now. Yes, I think that it's so beautiful because you always saw despite the bad, you always saw the good. You always saw the potential. We see here in the start, the person is drowning, but in the half that it is afloat, they are vibrant. They are resourceful. They're having ideas, and those are actually what become the energy that you are. You no longer have to be in this negative, under the water, sinking in silence, drowning in silence. No, you're now becoming the top. And the Eight of Swords here really give you the speed right now, that this is not something that has to linger anymore, but now you're ready to celebrate that energy. And I know that you definitely will, even if it means that some people around you don't get to celebrate with you. So thank you so much for your time. I hope this reading resonated with you. Please let me know in the comments if it did, and please subscribe to my channel. Thank you.